We'll have ignition.
Inside RC is brought to you by Dubro Products, keeping you on track. Horizon Hobby, the best brands in the business. High-Tech Multiplex. And Hobbytown, toys for all ages.
Hi there and welcome to Inside RC. All of you off-road RC fans will be really happy today. We have the third show in our coverage of the RC Pro Series. There are 4 rounds in each division, and each division is separated by region in the U.S. So there is North, South, East, and West. Our plan is to cover 1 round in each division of this series. Today we're in the West for round 3. The event took place in Hemet, California, at one of the busiest racing off-road tracks that we know of in Southern California, the Dirt. There were some minor delays in the race due to an unexpected storm that came through on the first day. All the racers did what they could to hang on to their pop-up tents and stabilize their workstations. But the storm passed quickly, and the racers reorganized themselves just as quickly. And everyone got back on track, literally. It turned out to be a great weekend of competitive car racing action, and we're going to show it to you right now.
Welcome to the Dirt Race Park. My name is Joey, and you're watching round number 3 of the RC Pro Series here in Hemet, California. A lot of excitement going on. We have almost 200 entries, big rainstorms, almost a tornado touchdown, and today is Saturday qualifying. You're at the Dirt Race Park. This is my place. We host all kinds of big events, national championships, big series. This happens to be RC Pro Series, so that's what we're doing today. This is a track. It's 80 feet by 200 feet. It's all dirt. We do off-road 8 scale and 10 scale here in Hemet. And it takes probably five guy crew, and we work probably 8 hours a day all week long to get ready for this event. This is a brand new track. We tractor the whole thing flat, and we build it all brand new for each race. That way the competitors, there's no advantage to the hometown guys. So brand new layout. It's nice and fast. The racers like it. The cool weather right now with the rains helping out. The lap times are about 30 seconds for the fast guys, 35 seconds for the slower intermediate drivers. We have Pro 8 scale today. We have Intermediate 8 scale. 2 classes of monster truck and 2 classes of gas truck. So it's a good field, 6 classes altogether, and a lot of exciting racing. And it's a little windy out here. We almost had a tornado touchdown. It's big clouds all around. We must be in the center of the storm because it's blowing everywhere, raining everywhere. We got a lot of wind. Canopies were flying over. People were having to bolt things down, hang rocks on their canopies to keep them from flying away, so it's been exciting. Nobody blew off the stand. That's good. There's lightning striking everywhere, but nobody got hit, so we're happy about that. And weather sure makes it exciting, but we keep racing no matter what. We got people from Oregon, Arizona, Nevada, all over coming from the United States to race here this weekend, and they spend a lot of effort getting here, so we make sure we race rain or shine.
This is the RC Pro Series. We have 16 races nationwide, all culminating in a national championship in November. We have some of the best drivers in the nation involved in this series, as well as beginners. We've got classes to fit just about any kind of driving talent. All you got to do to get started in RC Pro Series is come sign up at a race and come race. There are no special requirements. If you're just a beginner, you can come in and race in one of the intermediate classes and compete for a national title in an intermediate class. The intermediate and expert classes all race for points nationwide in order to determine a national champion in each class. The intermediate classes are trophy classes, and your expert and monster truck classes are cash payout classes. Being the Western Division, we still have one race left in the Western Division in Clarkston, Washington, and we still have one more, the final round in each division nationwide. Our finals will be November 11th, 12th, and 13th in Sun Valley, California. What you earn at your division races are used to determine a division championship, but when you go to the finals, your division points will go to the finals with you and be added to the points you score at the national finals to determine the national champion. So this is a series race, not just one race to determine a national champion.
So stick around, we'll be right back with more Inside RC.
In RC Pro, we like to see a return on the carburetor in case the linkage comes off. It'll close the carburetor and we don't have a car run away across the track. Also, we have a maximum stinger dimension. If this tool goes in, it's illegal. It'll be over 8 millimeters per A scale. We also have a minimum weight rule that if it's under a certain weight, in this instance 7 pounds, 0.05 ounces, then it's illegal. We have a, find my tool. We have a maximum width rule that everybody has to fit. We have a maximum and a minimum wheelbase rule that everybody has to fit within. This keeps somebody from having a way larger car than necessary or a way smaller car in order to have a lot lighter car.
Okay, I run for Team Trinity. The last race I finished first with a TQ. I did 11 laps. I'm not sure what my time was, but I know me and the guy right here only wants to do 11 laps in a race. So my motor was a little it wasn't tuned right, so it didn't feel that good. So my car was a little slow down the straight. But overall, my car felt good. I wasn't the fastest car on the track, but I never crashed. I basically kept the lead the whole race, and me and my brother battled for a little bit in the beginning of the race, but he crashed, and I think he got third. He finished right behind me a couple seconds, and it was really close. If there would have been another lap, it would have been a good battle. My car is a Team Losi Adam Drake 2. The motor is a Trinity Stereo Adam Drake edition. The setup is it's just Adam Drake's setup. The setup for this track. I'm running hip-hop pins right now on the back of my truck and directionals on the front. My car feels pretty good out there, so we're gonna start out with a super wet track, and it'll be probably by the end it'll be really dry. So like I'm planning on just running the same tires the whole time. Like, but if my tires get bad, I might switch because I have the quick changes. Right now it's really hot. Like it's about like 100, like at least 101 today. So it's getting pretty hot. The next race, I'm going to try and go as fast as I can, hoping my motor's better. Just drive as fast as I can, I gotta punch it. Okay, this is my family, my brother, my mom, my dad. They really help me through racing. They support me a lot. They come up my races. Especially my mom. Without her, I wouldn't come to the races because I'm not old enough to drive. So she drives me everywhere. My dad is usually working, so he won't be able to drive me, but he comes and supports when he can. My brother races with me too. He's doing. Me and him are like probably at the same level of like good, I guess. We're always battling all the races. We each drive just as well, and it's a lot of fun doing it. Okay, so we're getting ready to go into the main. I've been doing pretty good. I TQ'd. I'm currently in the first position in the main, so I don't really start out first because it's the starting gate. The main's a half an hour long, so I just got to keep my truck together. Okay, the half-hour main will be, I really have to conserve my truck because, like, I gotta keep it going the whole half hour. I come in for fuel stops every 10 minutes. That's how long my truck will run on a tank of gas. I'll come in, and at the 20-minute mark, I'll probably change tires because of the quick change on my truck, and just hope everything goes good.
Ross Denny with this week's Insider Tip. Today we're going to talk about servos, the proper selection of servos for both steering and throttle on RC applications. There's a misconception out there that you have to buy the fastest servo. However, I prefer to buy a servo with a higher torque, and I can make up speed by using a tip. What I want to illustrate is how you make up that speed. You buy a high torque servo, which typically is a more durable servo with metal gears. What you can do is make up the speed with a longer servo horn, as I've done here, to travel the distance the wheels need to travel to turn. With more area or less distance to be traveled with a higher torque servo, you can move it quicker with a longer servo horn. And what I've done here is bought a longer, it's actually an airplane metal aluminum servo horn that allows you to get that additional speed as long as you have the torque on the servo. I've chosen JR's 9000 servo, a brand new servo that was just released last week. It's got 282 ounce-inches of torque and 6 volts. It's a really good application, or servo for this application. For those of you that are wondering what type of servo to buy, I recommend a high torque that might not be the fastest speed because you can make up the speed with the longer servo horn. I'm Ross City, and this week's Insider Tip from Inside RC.
So we'll be right back with more Inside RC.
I'm Ross Denny. Just got done racing the first heat of the 4 heats we're running today. Out here at the 3rd round of the Pro Series. Racing production monster truck, the Traxxas Revo. Got a OS 18TZ small block. Had a pretty good run. Got a rough start. First heat, had to go from last and got up to first. Looks like I got TQ position, top qualifier. I think I was the only standard monster truck to turn 11 laps. Kind of fearful that Bobby Moore would take that role, but we got 3 more races to prove out yet. Had a good run. Track's really good. Hooking up this morning. Had to change the tune a little bit. It's running pretty rich. Came in at a pretty low temperature, so made a few adjustments for round 2. Trying some different tire setups here. Got creative and cut down some Wabash rims. Cut about half the rim off and tried these new Panther tires that hooked up extremely well. Really liking the run. There's a lot of good competition out there today. Really looking forward to the next 3 rounds and the finals tomorrow. Leading up to the nationals that are coming up over at Sun Valley Speedway in Sun Valley. It's coming up in November. Really having a good time. Just been racing 7 months. Got my first Revo. It's actually my 2.5-year-old son's Revo. I bought for him. At least I told my wife that. Now he's got 9 of them. So he'll be well broken in by the time he gets around to being able to drive it. But we'll look at the track, see how rough it gets throughout the day. Going to try a different tire setup next race just to see if it improves my times at all. Go with a little wider tire setup. This is the first time I've ever had a narrow setup. It seems to hook up pretty good. Other than that, I don't think I'm going to be changing that much. It seemed to run pretty well first round. And we'll see how it pans out through the day, what we need to change. I've been born and raised in Iowa, and I've always been around cars, racing cars, and got a competitive nature in me that mandates that I can't just play with it. I got to race it, and I got to race to win. Well, that race officially stunk. We got off to a bad start by the car flaming out, meaning the engine shut off before the starting gate, so I didn't even make it to the starting grid. Had to start from last again, but we were able to make it back up to second after probably 6 wrecks. Had one incident over the triple that I did a quadruple gainer. It looked like it broke the rear toe link and possibly an axle bearing in here. So we'll go back to the pits and assess the damages and see what we have to fix for the races tomorrow. But fortunately, I did good enough on the first 2 heats that I'll be in the top qualifier position. So the next race 4, will be just for fun. So I'm going to race another truck just to play with some tires and not worry about putting wear on this truck that I'm going to race tomorrow. But easy come. Some of them you have to pay your prices and go through the wrecks and the bumps and the bruises, but that's racing. Having fun though, that's the most important thing.
Warning, the following
Inside RC is now available on high-quality DVD. Each set includes an entire season of Inside RC. Over 4 hours of action. You'll get 12 full episodes on 3 DVDs that will take you to some of the best events around the country, covering airplanes, cars, boats, helicopters, and more. No matter what area of RC you're into, you'll enjoy Inside RC on DVD. To get your complete set today, visit your local hobby shop or log on to InsideRC.com. Inside RC, radio control action DVD.
Yeah, the main event's a half an hour long. Just gotta get in a good pace, stay out of traffic, just drive smart, and shouldn't be too tough. But there's a lot of fast guys, so anything could happen. Yeah, we're gonna have to stop for fuel. I'll probably come in every maybe 6.5 minutes for a pit. I have a pretty good pit crew, so I'm pretty confident in them. Keep my engine running and not running out of gas. and I'm not worried about that too much. Just worried about getting a clean start, getting away from the traffic, and if that happens, should go all good.
Congratulations, Chad Bradley, on the A-main victory. Good, hard-fought battle. Nice win.
Had a great race. It's hot. It was hot up there, but kept it together.
Had a good time this weekend. Track was awesome, and thanks to crew at Dirt making this an incredible weekend, and Carlton at the RC Pro Series for putting it on. It was a great time.
First place, NTQ, Johnny Walker. Fourth place, Ross Denny. Hang on a minute, Ross. Hands on qualifier. First place, Chad Bradley.
Well, they survived the storm. Good thing it didn't last long and the racers were able to finish out the weekend for this important race in the RC Pro Series. They'll be running the 4th round after this all around the country, and then the results will be in to see who's going to be racing in the finals in Sun Valley, California this year. If you want to get the latest point standings in each of the divisions, you can go to rcproseries.com and look them up. Also check out InsideRC.com for information on when we'll be covering the next part of this series. And be sure to tune in next week for more radio control action on Inside RC.